2023 polls. Fresh protest rocks Abuja as protesters demand interim government, INEC chairman's arrest. You're welcome to the news. Thank you for tuning in to the news. But please don't forget to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. The news details. Please listen carefully to the end. A new set of protesters on Thursday stormed the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Abuja, over the just concluded 2023 general elections, calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to put in place an interim government before he leaves office on May 29. The angry protesters, under the umbrella of the National Youth League for the Defense of Democracy, NYLDD, also demanded an immediate arrest of the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, by the Directorate of State Security Services, DSS. Armed with placards with different inscriptions, the protesters asked the Nigerian government not to only sack Professor Mahmood Yakubu, but also probe the finances of the electoral empire. Addressing journalists at the Unity Fountain, where the protest was kick-started, one of the leaders of the group, Dr. Moses Paul, said the interim government they were asking for is expected to appoint a new INEC chairman and conduct a fresh election that will produce a befitting president for Nigeria. Dr. Paul said, "We are citizens of Nigeria, lovers of Nigeria, standing on the path of our constitution and citizens' rights. We are here particularly to address the greatest crime that has happened in the history of the world and in Nigeria. People were burnt in Kano. People were shot in rivers. We have seen the greatest inhumanity happened in Lagos State in the course of this election. Two demands we are making. We are asking the president of this country to arrest immediately and prosecute the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, who has committed the greatest fraud in the history of humanity. We need him arrested and be prosecuted. Our number two demand is that we are asking for an interim government be put in place. We are saying that because we do not want President Muhammadu Buhari to continue. His tenure is ending. So as a father, he should put in place an interim government so that the interim government will now appoint another INEC chairman who will conduct a free and credible election and produce a befitting president for our country." When asked to provide other options if the two demands were not met, another speaker and one of the co-conveners, Angu Onungu, said they were harmless Nigerians, but we will use every other civil and lawful means to make sure that our demands are met. We are here as frustrated Nigerians, and the fundamental rights of Nigerians have been trampled upon by Mahmood Yakubu-led INEC, and we are here calling for his immediate resignation. We have also requested that DSS should arrest him and he should be prosecuted by the EFCC. We are calling on DSS to arrest Mahmood immediately. The EFCC should investigate him And we are also calling on the Nigerian judiciary, because those concerned are already in court, particularly the presidential election of February 25th. We are calling on the judges in Nigeria that want justice to prevail. We have been to the US Embassy, we have been to the British Council in Nigeria, and we have also submitted a letter to the French Embassy, calling on them to advise the Nigerian government that the Nigerian people are not happy. We, the young people of this country, are not happy over what is happening in our country. We may be peaceful now, but when you push even a goat to the wall, the goat may bite, he said. In one of the letters made available to journalists, which was addressed to the United States Embassy and Consulate, the protesters also called for sanction against the INEC chairman. The letter reads in part: the conduct of the elections in substantial non-compliance with the extant legal frameworks. These criminal actions of Professor Mahmood Yakubu have led to the dampening of the revived spirits of youth, who, in anticipation of a country that works for all, turned out in their large numbers to vote, some for the first time in their lives, for their preferred candidates, only to be greeted with violence and subversion of their collective will. Based on the foregoing, we pray your good offices to amongst other appropriate sanctions, withdraw the visas of Professor Mahmood Yakubu, all the resident electoral commissioners of states where these infractions were prevalent, particularly the IECs of Lagos, Rivers, Borno, Zamfara, Niger, Jigawa, Kano, Imo, Ebonyi, Ekiti, Ogun, Oyo, parts of Cross River, parts of Katsina and Edo states. This organization has called for President Muhammadu Buhari and demanded for an interim government, and asked that President Muhammadu Buhari should arrest the INEC chairman, the DSS should arrest, and also the EFCC should also probe him, because he is a big fraud. The money that was supposed to be used for the election, where did they put it? They trade more than millions of naira. What's your view? Kindly share your comments in the comment section. Thank you.